Hey everyone. In this lecture, we're going to be talking about using your location as an advantage. Now, this really applies to people who live off in the remote parts of the world. I shouldn't say remote, but people who don't live in the US. So if you live in the Philippines, if you live in Thailand, if you live in Europe, Australia, wherever you are living, this lecture can be really, really helpful to you. Now, why is that? Well, your location is your advantage. Now, if you're living in, let's say, the Philippines, Thailand, Australia, you're really close to tropical areas, or you're in a tropical area, I should say. So you have access to a lot of different tropical destinations, whether it's ridiculously clear blue water um, hidden in a cove, or if there's just a beach with palm trees hanging over the water, and the water is ridiculously aqua blue. We don't get that here in the US unless you go down to the Florida Keys. um, but, I'm not going to hop on a plane and fly down there just to take a picture of the water. I would make a vacation of it. Because people who, go take these trips to these tropical locations, if they're going to take all these pictures and sell them, they'll probably break even by the time they sell the photos just to pay for the plane ticket and their accommodation. You, however, wherever you are, you can use your location as an advantage and be ahead of the game. This is good for you because if you live in a tropical area, and I'm sorry that I'm using tropical as an example, we'll talk about other examples in a second, but if you live in a tropical area, as an example, you can go out your door, hop in a car, hop on a train, however transportation is used where you're located, and go take those pictures. For you, it will cost zero to nothing dollars, or however much it costs for transportation. If you own your own car, practically costs nothing, and you could step outside your door and go to your local beach and get a really nice shot of something tropical. Take advantage of that. You're going to be ahead of the game. You're going to get pictures that people would die to get. You don't have to take the vacation to take those pictures. For example, if you're in Australia, you can hop on a train, and if you're living, let's say, in Sydney, you can hop on a train and go to Bondi Beach and take a picture of the crystal clear blue water. Take advantage of that. Here in the States, we do not have crystal clear blue water. We have crappy, brown, disgusting, um, unclear water that is not aqua blue, unless you're down in Florida. Uh, Unfortunately, the water isn't as nice over here than it is over there. Now, in some cases, in some areas, it is clear, but will you get that nice aqua blue ocean as far as the eye can see? Probably not. Not unless you're in a tropical area like in Florida. So, with that being said, use your destination as a advantage to be ahead of the game. Take pictures of sunsets, palm trees, take different shots. If you can swim out there, if you have a boat, go out, take pictures of the water, really capture those colors, and really make them pop. Now, if you're, let's say, in Europe, take pictures of things that we normally wouldn't get. Particular buildings, anything that's very European, such as narrow streets, different types of cars that we might not have in the US, monuments, because particular monuments we cannot see. For example, the Eiffel Tower, you can only see that in Paris, but you can see a knockoff of it in Las Vegas and in Disney World at Epcot in Florida. So definitely use your location as an advantage to be ahead of the game and make a lot of money. Again, here, Eiffel Tower, I'm assuming this was probably taken in by a traveler, but if you're in London, take pictures of the telephone box. If you're in Paris, take pictures of the Eiffel Tower. If you're in Italy, in Rome, take pictures of the Colosseum or just the city itself, the people. If you're in India, take pictures of the streets, crowds, spices, foods. So try to use your culture as a stepping stone and to get ahead of the game from what we wouldn't have here in the US that we would probably really have to hunt down to find. Because if I wanted to go to get a shot of several different spices, I might have to go look for a spice market, Google one, drive out probably a couple hours out somewhere and find it, but probably wouldn't be as authentic or real looking as it would be a part of the culture that you're in. So again, I know I'm being repetitive, use your location as a big advantage. Here's another great example. Because we're on the East Coast, we do not have mountains. There's no mountains here in the East Coast. Unfortunately, the mountains are all the way in the West Coast or the Midwest. So if I wanted to step outside my door and take a picture of a beautiful mountain with a lake, I cannot do that. All you see are woods as far as the eye can see. So if you're in the mountain area or somewhere picturesque or very exotic, use that to your advantage. Take pictures of it and upload, tag. Use everything to your advantage. Go for a hike. If you can access a particular viewpoint, get to it, take a picture of it. If you know certain secret spots, that's your cash cow. If you know a secret cove with crystal clear blue water, go there, take your picture if nobody's there. You know, get to places that people are dying to see. And that's really where you have the advantage over everybody else in terms of the vacation photos and the tropical photos and the exotic destination photos. You know, if you're in Thailand or Vietnam or wherever you are, the Philippines, you know, you can go to some temples, take pictures of temples, you know, really get in there and absorb your culture and take pictures of things that normally we wouldn't see. Really take advantage of that because people will buy those shots because those are the types of shots people are looking for. So that's pretty much it for this lecture. Hopefully that's really helpful. This lecture is more for people who are having trouble taking pictures of things, are in other areas of the world that they probably can't get access to particular things that we may have. For example, snow. If you're in a tropical area and you can't get snow, that's a bit of a problem, and it's Christmas time. So, you know, be creative because it's the holidays. People usually travel somewhere warm, so use your area as an advantage for that. People will buy the photos. So that's it. That's all I have to say for this lecture. I'll see you guys in the next one. See you guys there.